Chapter 1, Earth in the Solar System. Let's learn Introduction, Sun, Planets, the Earth, the Moon, Earth's satellite, phases of the Moon, other planets in the Solar System, meteors and meteoroids, comets. Have you ever looked at the stars and wondered what lies beyond? How far are they from us? Where does our tiny planet fit in? The universe is all of time and space. It includes all matter and energy, including the Earth, the solar system, and the galaxies. No one knows just how big the universe is. Scientists believe that about 13.7 billion years ago, a powerful explosion called the Big Bang happened. This powerful explosion set the universe into motion, and this motion continues till today. Our universe is very vast. All bright objects that we see in the sky, such as the sun and the stars, are called celestial bodies. Stars are celestial bodies which are very big and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light which they emit in large amounts. The sun is a star. The universe consists of countless galaxies. Astronomers estimate that there are about 170 billion galaxies in the observable universe. The sun and all stars that we see in the sky belong to a galaxy. This galaxy is called the Milky Way or Akash Ganga. The Milky Way has about 100 billion stars. While watching the night sky, you may notice various patterns formed by different groups of stars. These are called constellations. Ursa Major or the Great Bear is one such constellation. 88 constellations have been named and identified so far. One of the most easily recognizable constellations is the Small Bear or Saptarishi. It is a group of 7 stars that forms a part of the large Ursa Major constellation. In ancient times, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of stars. The North Star, that is, Pole Star, indicates the north direction. The Solar System. The solar system, also known as the solar family, is made up of the Sun, the 8 planets and their satellites, and other celestial bodies like the asteroids and comets. The Sun keeps its solar family together with its gravitational pull. The planets, asteroids, and comets revolve around the Sun in different orbits.
The nearest star from the Earth, apart from the Sun, is Proxima Centauri, 4.24 light-years away from Earth.
Sun. The solar system has the Sun at its center. The Sun is an average-sized star, a huge ball of burning hydrogen and helium gas. It is the largest member of the solar system and the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. It takes around 8 minutes and 20 seconds for the Sun's energy to reach the Earth. It is the closest star to Earth. The solar system is a part of the Milky Way galaxy and lies about 27,000 light-years from the center of the Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system is 4.7 billion years old and is 12 billion kilometers wide. The Sun rotates on its axis in about 27 days. The temperature of the Sun's surface is around 6,000 degrees Celsius, while it is as hot as 15 million degrees Celsius at its core. Our Earth does not feel that much heat because it is very far from the Sun, about 150 million kilometers away. The distance between the Sun and the Earth, that is 150 million kilometers, is known as an astronomical unit, that is 1 AU. 1 AU is equal to 150 million kilometers. Planets. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. The word planet comes from the Greek word plantai, which means wanderers. Planet is a large space object which revolves around a star. There are 8 planets in our solar system. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are the planets closest to the Sun. They are called the inner planets and are mostly made up of rock, also known as terrestrial planets. The outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
These outer planets are large balls of gases with rings around them, also called Jovian planets.
The inner planets are separated from the outer planets by asteroid belt. All 8 planets move around the Sun in a fixed path called orbit. Every planet except for Earth is named after a Roman god or goddess. All the planets are spherical in shape. Brain tickler. Can you name the planet known as Earth's twin? An easy way to memorize the name of the planets in order of their distance from the Sun is my very easy method just speeds up names. First letter of every word tells us the name of the planet and the sentence shows the sequence of planets as they appear in solar system. The planets in our solar system are held in place by the Sun's gravity. They do not have their own heat and light. They reflect the light of the Sun. They revolve around the Sun in elliptical orbits. Each planet also rotates about its own axis from west to east, except Venus, which rotates from east to west. In August 2006, astronomers decided that Pluto cannot be classified as a planet because of its much smaller size, and it was moved out of the list of planets into another group called the dwarf planets. Most planets can be seen in the night sky appearing as stars. Each planet takes a different time for rotation and revolution.
Brain tickler. With which planet is Mangalyaan associated?
The Earth. Earth is the third nearest planet from the Sun. It is the fifth largest of all the planets. Earth is the only planet in the solar system which can support life as we know it. It has air and liquid water, both of which are important for living things. This is why the Earth is called a unique planet. The average temperature of the Earth is about 16 degrees Celsius. From outer space, the Earth appears blue because about 70% of its surface is covered with water. For this reason, it is also known as the blue planet. Most of the water is in the form of water bodies like oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, and groundwater. Some of the water is frozen as snow, ice, and glaciers in the polar regions and high mountains. The rest of the water is found in the air as water vapor from which clouds form.
The land surface of the Earth is made up of stone, rock, and soil. The surface has features like plains, mountains, valleys, and deserts.
The Earth is not perfectly round. It is a sphere which is slightly flattened at the poles and bulges slightly near the equator. Such a shape is called a geoid. Info High. Earth takes around 24 hours, that is 23 hours 56 minutes and 4 seconds to complete one rotation. The Moon, Earth's satellite. The moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. It appears big because it is only 384,000 kilometers away. It is nearer to our planet than any other celestial body. The moon is made up of solid rocks. The plains of the moon are called maria. The moon does not have water or atmosphere and is not suitable for the existence of life. Although seen at night, the moon may also be present in the sky during the daytime, but the sun is generally bright enough to hide it. The reflected light of the sun takes about 1 to 3 seconds to reach Earth from the moon. The moon takes about 27 days and 8 hours to rotate once on its axis, and about the same time to revolve around the Earth. As a result, the same side of the moon always faces the Earth.
The moon is the only celestial body ever visited by humans.
In July 1969, American astronauts Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin became the first men to land on the surface of a celestial body.
As their spacecraft Apollo 11 descended onto the moon's surface, they saw the beautiful sight of the Earth rising above the horizon of the moon. Neil Armstrong became the first man to step onto the surface of the moon.
Info Hive. The planets in the solar system have a total of 170 moons and more are being discovered. Phases of the moon. We see the moon at night because it reflects the light from the sun. However, it appears to go through different phases. Sometimes it is seen as full circle, while at other times it is just a thin crescent. This is because of the moon's revolution around the Earth, while being illuminated by the sun from one side. When in its orbit, the moon comes between the sun and the Earth, its bright side is facing away from us and so it is dark and cannot be seen. This phase is called the new moon. Info Hive. Venus was first documented by Babylonians in 1581 BCE and was referred to as the bright queen of the sky.
As the moon changes phase from new moon to full moon in its orbit, the visible portion of the moon increases and it is said to wax.
As the moon changes phase from full moon to new moon, the visible portion of the moon decreases and it is said to wane. The waxing and waning of the moon is known as its phases. In fact, the moon is always half bright and half dark, but the angle of view from Earth keeps changing. On a new moon day, the dark part of the moon is visible to us, while on a full moon day, the bright part of the moon is visible to us. Other planets in the solar system. Mercury. Mercury is the planet closest to the Sun and is the smallest planet in our solar system. It is named after the messenger of Roman gods. It has no moons or rings. A year in Mercury is of 88 days. It is the second hottest planet. Venus. Venus is the second planet from the Sun. Its atmosphere is toxic. It is the hottest planet in the solar system. Its size and structure are similar to Earth and so is known as the Earth's twin. It is visible after sunset, that is evening star, and before sunrise, that is morning star. It has no moons. Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun. It is named after the Roman god of war and is often described as the red planet due to its reddish appearance. It has two moons. Jupiter. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and is the largest planet in our solar system. It is named after the ruler of the Roman gods. It has the shortest day, that is 9 hours and 55 minutes, of all the planets. Jupiter has 39 known moons and is often referred to as a mini solar system. Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and is the most distant planet that can be seen with the naked eyes. It is best known for its fabulous ring system. It has 32 known moons. It is named after Jupiter's father, who was the Roman god of agriculture. Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. It is named after the Greek god of sky. It was discovered by Sir William Herschel in 1781 and was the first planet to be discovered with the help of a telescope. It has 21 known moons and has rings around its equator.
Neptune is the eighth and the farthest planet from the Sun.
It is named after the Roman god of sea. It has 8 known moons. Asteroids. Apart from the Sun, satellites and the planets, the other important small bodies in our solar system which revolve around the Sun are the asteroids. Asteroids are small planet-like solid objects. They are also called planetoids or minor planets. Each asteroid follows its own orbit around the Sun. The main asteroid belt, having billions of asteroids, lies between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. And for Hive, the word satellite means an attendant or a companion.
Meteors and meteorites. Some solid objects, mainly comprising of rocks, follow a wide range of orbits around the Sun. Many small ones enter the Earth's atmosphere each day and burn up before reaching the surface due to the heat generated by friction with air at their extremely high speeds. These are called meteors.
They are also known as shooting stars, as they can be sometimes seen at night as sudden streaks of light traveling across the sky before they burn up. Those
Meteors
which are large enough to survive the burning as they pass through the Earth's atmosphere reach the surface and are called
meteorites. Comets. A comet is an icy celestial body that orbits around the Sun. It is made up of snow and rocky dust. When a comet reaches close to the Sun, it starts glowing and develops a long tail.
It is believed that about 200 crore comets orbit the Sun. Halley's Comet is perhaps the most famous comet in the world. It becomes visible to the naked eye every 76 years when it nears the Sun. It was last seen in 1986 and will appear again in 2062. Info Hive. Comet Klemola orbits the Sun once in every 11 years. Recap. The universe includes all matter and energy, including the Earth, the solar system, and the galaxies. All objects that we see in the sky, such as the Sun, the Moon, and the stars, are called celestial bodies. The solar system has the Sun at its center. Earth is the only planet in the solar system which can support life as we know it. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. There are 8 planets in our solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun. All planets rotate on their own axis and also revolve around the Sun. The main asteroid belt lies between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Meteors, also called shooting stars, are solid objects made of rocks. Comets are icy celestial bodies comprising of snow and rock dust and have a tail. The moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun and is the smallest planet in our solar system. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Life skills.
Father, when I grow up, I want to go to the moon to live. Oh, my little princess, the moon does not have water or atmosphere as we have on the earth and is not suitable for the existence of life. Our earth is the only planet which sustains life. Oh, Father, then we will have to live on earth always. Our earth is a beautiful planet. It has so many forms of living beings. We are fortunate to live here and enjoy the bounties of nature. We should take care of our planet as it takes care of us. That's right, Father.